Are we sitting comfortably? Yes? Then I shall begin.
I lean back against the metal railing and look around the Arndale Centre. It's packed. It always is on a Sunday. I'm on the first floor, near this walkway that runs between Victoria's Secret and the Apple Store. I'd been waiting outside Victoria's Secret at first, but I didn't want Amy to think that I was a bit strange, just hanging around watching girls buying underwear. So I decided to move further along. I take a deep breath and pull my phone out of my pocket. 15:40. She's already 10 minutes late. I try not to overthink it. Maybe her bus got held up coming into town. Or maybe she's just pushing her way through all the crowd outside. Or maybe, when she messaged me to tell me that she was leaving, she hadn't even left the house. I click on WhatsApp, but she hasn't sent me anything since. Leaving now, meet you in Arndale. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
I think about messaging my mate, Harrison, but I know he'll only take the piss, especially if he thinks Amy stood me up. Shove my phone back in my pocket and try to look as cool as I can. Casual. But my palms are starting to sweat and my heart is going a million times a minute. If I'm honest, I'm bricking it. What if she doesn't show up? What if she's decided that she ain't feeling it after all? That she ain't feeling me? Not that I could blame her. I still can't believe that Amy Portree, the hottest girl in school, who could have her pick up any guy she wants, decided to go on a date with me. I pull at the sleeve of my jacket and I hit with the strong smell of aftershave. Almost knocks me out. I mean, maybe I overdid it a bit, but I read somewhere that girls like it when a guy smells nice. So I pretty much emptied the whole bottle over myself. It's probably a stupid thing to do, but I want to impress her. Never in my life did I think Amy would say yes to me. I can't screw this up. There's no way I'm going down in history as that guy who had a chance with Amy and then blew it. I look around, try and calm myself down. I turn and lean forward on the railing. I can see all the people below me just going about their normal lives. There's groups of girls spelling out River Island, teenagers hanging outside JD Sports, people hunched over small tables in Starbucks, kids crying, mums shouting at toddlers. I see a few security guards moving on a couple of boys who are standing beside the cash machine. And then I feel my phone vibrate in my jean pocket. Pull it out quickly. Praying it ain't Amy, tell me she can't make it. My heart quickens as I open it. WhatsApp. And a small part of me doesn't even want to look. And then I see the words. Soz. Bus was long. In town now. Where are you? Kiss, kiss, kiss. I breathe out. And I feel this grin spreading across my face. I don't care if I look like some sort of goofy idiot either. Because Amy's coming. She's here in town. On her way to meet me. I type a reply. Then shove my phone in my pocket again. The nerves are back. What if I don't know what to say to her? Or if it just feels proper weird between us? Then there's the end bit. She might want me to kiss her. Not right away or nothing, but if it goes well. I think about what it would be like to kiss Amy, how her lips would feel. I've thought about kissing her for time. For 3 years, ever since she first sat next to me in RE.
I pat down the sides of my hair and I'm about to turn back around so that I'm facing in the direction that she'll probably be walking in when something catches my eye. At first, I think it's just some kids messing about. I hear shouting and then I hear someone scream. And I don't know why, but it goes right through me and I can tell that it's more than people mucking around. There's a spiral staircase blocking most of my view, but I see this boy in a bright red puffer jacket running. I can't see his face or nothing, only the top of his head, but I watch as he frantically pushes his way through the crowd, barging people out of the way and knocking this woman over. He doesn't even seem to notice that people are pissed at him for pushing past him. He just carries on running, looking behind him like he's trying to put some distance between him and something else. And then I realised he's being chased. A group of boys run after him. One of them shouts something, but it's so loud inside the shopping centre that I can't make out what they're saying. The boy in the puffer jacket jumps over this metal partition thing and runs down a ramp that leads to one of the exits. The other boys run after him and disappear down the ramp as well. Then it's almost like it never happened, like I just imagined it, and everything seems to go back to normal.
I feel 2 warm hands cover my eyes and I jump, almost stumbling backwards. "Guess who?" a voice says. I'm trying not to smile too widely as I move her hands away and turn to face her. "You took your time," I say, and I can't stop staring at her. I'm proper nervous now. More nervous than I've ever been in my whole life. I've only ever seen Amy around school or when we've had classes together. And if I thought she was out of my league then, well, this is a whole other level. This is God would have to be on my side for her to even fancy me back type of level. Amy moves her hair away from her face and I have to look away because I don't want her to see how much I'm checking her out. She leans down over the balcony bit and I think, "Jackson, man, just tell her how nice she looks." "Nah, more than nice. You idiot, tell her you look gorgeous or something. Just open your mouth." "You got another girlfriend down there or something?" Amy asks. "Nah," I said quickly, and I feel myself getting warm. I ain't got a girlfriend. Why would I have a girlfriend? I mean, I ain't saying that I don't want one or anything like that. Of course I want a girlfriend. Not that I'm asking you or nothing. I mean, that would be a bit much on the first date. What I'm saying is, Amy shakes her head, and even though she's looking at me like I'm from a completely different planet, she's laughing. That's got to be a good thing, yeah?
"Jackson," she says, "shut up. I do as I'm told because I've already made myself look like a right idiot and I should probably quit while I'm ahead. You're pretty weird, you know that," she continues, "but in the best way. It's kind of cute." I feel myself go all hot. "I was supposed to be a compliment?" I asked. Amy moves closer and I clear my throat. "You look," I say, and I try to find the right words, but she shakes her head. "Yeah, I know," she interrupts. "Now we're just going to stand here staring at River Island all day, or are you actually taking me out?" I laugh. "I'm taking you out," I say, and I gesture towards the spiral staircase at the other end of the walkway, and I start to relax a bit as we make our way towards it. "Good," she says, "because it took you long enough. I was beginning to think I'd have to ask you out myself." I pause. "You mad?" I say. "Been wanting to ask you out for ages. I thought you'd shoot me down. And you know I'd never hear the end of it if that happened." I smile. "I don't think my heart could take it either," I say, moving my hands to my chest. Amy shakes her head. "You're full of shit, you know it," she says. But as we reach the bottom of the stairs, she glances at me. "You really don't have a clue, do you?" she says. "I like you, Jackson. Why else do you think I'm here?"
I swear, I almost go into cardiac arrest, and for a minute I wonder if I've heard her right. Did Amy just say that she liked me? Not only that, but she'd been waiting for me to ask her out. Harrison, Sam and Elliot are actually going to lose their shit when they find out, and now I really can't stop smiling. I try to think of something else to say, but my throat feels proper dry. We reach the set of double doors that lead out of the Arndale, the same ones that the boy in the red puffer jacket ran through, and I pull on the handle, holding the door open for Amy. She raises her eyebrows. "Oh," she says, "you don't do this in school. You really trying to impress me or what?" I smile as we head outside, but I still can't look at her properly. I can't keep eye contact for too long because how much I like her. I shrug and I hope she can't see how awkward I am just being around her. "Well, I'll make sure I do from now on," I say. It's cold outside and a sharp gust of wind hits me in the face. Amy links her arm through mine and I swear I almost pass out. I must be looking at her funny because she says, "You don't mind, do you? It's freezing." "Nah, no," I say a bit too quickly and she laughs. So much for trying to play it cool. There's some large stone steps that lead away from the Arndale and towards the other side of town, and we head down them. A tram makes its way noisily past us and Amy turns to face me. "Where's it we're actually going?" she asks.
And then it's like everything else shifts into focus. I see all these people moving away from the side of the shop or walking into the road, like that woman did. And it's like I can feel it then, the fear and panic bubbling up all around us. I don't even know how to explain it, but you just know, don't you? You can tell when something awful's about to happen. People are staring or turning their heads, and another kid is crying. I see someone gasp and a few people with their phones out taking pictures. No, filming. But everyone's moving away from something on the floor. A knot tightens in my stomach. And I feel Amy freeze next to me. "Oh my God," she says. "Oh my God, oh my God." Amy lets go of my hand and I see how much she's shaking as she moves her fingers to cover her mouth. She makes this weird sound, halfway between a scream and a sob. Then she turns to bury her face in my neck. My eyes go to the spot that everyone seems to be walking past. The faded concrete squares to the side of next. And that's when I see it. The red puffer jacket is a heap on the floor. The same one that was weaving its way through the shopping centre while I'd been waiting for Amy. I stare at the boy, at his brown skin and fade, at the massive tear down the side of his jacket and the way his body sprawled on the pavement. He looks proper young. He can't be more than 14, if that. There's a girl kneeling beside him, pressing something into his stomach. An old cloth or something. Like she's trying to stop the bleeding. But there's so much of it. So much blood. Everywhere. I move my hands to my head and I step away from Amy and I don't know if I want to cry or scream or run or throw up.
My whole body feels weak. And even though I know there's people around me, it all seems to wash over me. All I can hear is my quick breath and the thumping of my heart in my ears. There's a sharp, twisting pain deep inside my chest. I see Amy leaning over me and I hear her say, "Jackson, are you okay? Jackson." But I can't speak. I can't stop shaking or feeling like I can't breathe. And I don't want Amy to see me like this. I put my hands to my chest and try and stop the pain, and I feel Amy's hand on my back. "Hey," she says. But all I can do is stare at the ground. "Just breathe," she says. "I'll do it with you. Come on." Amy breathes in and out, and then slowly I copy her, as she nods and keeps her hand on my back. The pain starts to ease, and I feel the thumping in my chest slow down. The sound around me goes back to normal, and I straighten myself and I suck in another deep breath. I half expected Amy to look at me like I'm the most pathetic boy in the whole of Manchester when I straighten myself up, but she hasn't. "My sister has panic attacks," she says, and she tugs at my arm. "Come on," she continues. "Let's go the other way around. I'm sure there's somebody who already called an ambulance." I don't move. I can't stop staring at the boy in the red puffer jacket. There's tears and snot running down his face, and I can see how frightened he is. Everyone else, apart from this one girl, just walks past him. People are crossing over to avoid the bit of pavement or staring from a distance. And I'm suddenly angry. Why is no one helping him? Is it because they're scared? Or they don't care? Or do they just see this young black boy and think the worst? That somehow he brought it on himself?
"Jackson," Amy says. "Come on, it's like awful, it really is. But we don't know what happened. It could be gang related or anything." I look at Amy, but I can't even deal with what she's just done right now. Gang related? If it was a white kid who had been stabbed, would she be saying that it was gang related then? I shake my head. I can't walk off and leave him. I can't walk off and do nothing like everyone else is doing. I take a deep breath. I feel myself start to tremble again. I've never seen anything like this. Just a few fights in school, but I know I can't leave him. No, I can't. I can't do nothing, I say, and I head towards the boy. Amy doesn't follow me, and I don't know if it's because she's too scared to get involved or if she thinks that it's not her problem. Either way, I push it to the back of my mind. Up close, I can see that there's even more blood than I thought, and I'm suddenly worried I'm going to have another panic attack. The girl's trying to stop the bleeding with a scrunched up t-shirt, but I can't even tell what colour it used to be. The boy turns his head and he catches my eye. The tears are streaming down his face and into his mouth, and I see it then. The fear. Just how scared he is. He lets out a whimper, and even though it's faint, I can tell how much pain he's in.
The girl glances up at me. She looks scared, but she presses down harder on the wound. "Thanks," she says, and her voice is shaky. "Do you know how many people have taken one look over here then pissed off? I don't get what's taking this ambulance so long either." The boy starts to cry harder. "It's all right, Shaq," she says. "The ambulance will be here soon, yeah?" But he's losing so much blood. He's already lost so much blood. "I don't want to die," he says. "I don't want to die. Please don't leave me." The girl shakes her head. "I won't," she says, and she glances up at me. I feel my chest tighten, and I kneel beside the boy, beside Shaq, because I don't know what else to do. I'm not a paramedic. What can I do? Apart from try to make him feel less alone, less scared. I move my hand towards his, and I'm not even sure if it will make a difference, because all I am is a stranger. But he reaches his hand out and wraps his fingers through mine, like just holding on to me is enough to help him survive.